People, I'm laquannadivine and welcome to my channel. What I'm here to provide for you all today is a pick a card. So if you've seen the thumbnail, then you should have chose an image. You can choose between the drum, the violin, or the keyboard. And each image is going to have a specific meaning behind it. So if you need to pause the video, take some time to go back to the thumbnail to figure out which one you're resonating with. This energy that I'm tapping into is going to go along with the Aries solar eclipse that we just had, the new moon solar eclipse that we just had on April 8th. So um, this reading will go along with the energy that is correlating with that particular solar eclipse. So each pile, we're going to look into what new beginnings. Since Aries represents new beginnings, we're going to look and see what new beginnings are going to be taking place in your life. So each pile, I'm going to put on specific music. Like if you chose the bongo, I'm going to play the bongo drum, and that's going to help me tune in to the particular energy of the drum. I also did a little research. I looked up to see what each instrument mean, like the spiritual meaning behind each instrument. So we're going to do that as well. So if you chose the drum, this is your message. I will have timestamps in the description box or in the comment section as well. So all you have to do is look in the comment section to find out what time your particular pal starts. So with that being said, I'm going to ring my singing bell, and then we're going to get into the message of the drum. So take a deep breath in. 1, 2, and 3. Let's get those drums going. All right. So for those of you who chose the drum, before I get into the cards, we're going to look into what the drum means. Okay? So the drum can help to reduce stress. Shamans use it in their ceremonies to help heal the mind, body, and the spirit. So you may be, those of you who chose the drum, may have connected with that image because this energy that is coming for you can represent you aligning your mind, body, and spirit. Okay. It also helps you, the drum also helps you to connect to your brain power. All right. So if you have been having any, like feeling like you've been having any kind of brain fog or just not having clarity, let me say that clarity, it will help your brain. Um, and with the solar eclipse, a lot of people, everybody experiences it differently. But a lot of people are saying that they feel like they have had some kind of upgrade or um they got some kind of download and things like that. So some of you may have received some kind of download. The drum also promotes deeper awareness. So you may be more aware of yourself. It helps you to connect to others as well. So you may even feel more connected to other people. It helps you to connect to a higher power whom I call divine source. And it helps you to release negative feelings, emotions, and trauma. So the drum is very, very healing. What else I gathered? Oh yeah, and another thing that I found very interesting about the drum, the Congo drum, I mean the bongo drum, not just the bongo drum, but just drums, period. I never knew that drums help to boost your immune system. I never knew that at all. So that was like something new that I learned that I thought was like very interesting because I'm like, wow, like you mean to tell me just the beat of a drum can help to boost your immune system? And that's why in different traditions they are used. So with that being said, let's get into your messages. So I created my own deck based off of the movie Friday, and the card that I got for you all is my catfish card. This card is when Smokey, he, I think it was, what's her name? Dana. Dana hooked him up with her friend, and she was on the phone telling him that she looked like Janet Jackson and all this here. So when he finally got to see her, I know y'all, everybody done seen the movie Friday. So when he finally saw her, he like, what? Like, wait a minute, you don't look nothing like Janet Jackson. He was like, she looking more like Freddie Jackson. So what the meaning behind this card for me is this energy that has come in for you with the solar eclipse energy is simply that you're no longer allowing people to catfish you. And with you picking the drum and it representing boosting your brain power and clarity and connecting your mind, body, and spirit, you are going to be able to sift through and sift out those people who are trying to catfish you, those people who are trying to put on a facade and act like they're one way, but they're really not. So in this particular for you all who chose the drum, you're no longer going to let anybody confirmation. For those of you who chose the drum, you're no longer going for the okie doke. Okay. And some of you may have even experienced being catfish um prior to the solar eclipse. It may have been a situation for you where you may have met somebody online and they don't look nothing like how they look on their pictures, on their profile pictures, or the pictures they may have seen you. They don't sent you. They don't look nothing like that. I also heard hatfished. That's a term when a guy looks one way when he has his hat on, but when he takes his hat off, he looks totally different. Let me check the time real quick, you guys. Just a second. Okay. So yeah, so I also heard that as well. Hatfish. He might be, you know what I'm saying? You might have thought that he had hair, but he missing hair in the middle and stuff like that. So, and for the fellas, it may be, hey, maybe you thought, she looked in one way, and a lot of men don't like for women to wear makeup because they look totally different without their makeup on. So maybe you was with a girl, you thought she was cute, she took off her makeup, she looked like a whole nother person. Like I've seen articles of mostly African men, not really feeling their wife because she wore makeup all the time that he saw her, and then finally when she took off her makeup, it was a whole nother story. So for those of you who chose the drum, again, you're no longer gonna allow yourself to be catfish. You're not gonna be looking like Smokey. Y'all ain't finna let nobody tell you they look like Janet Jackson. But then when you see them, and on this image, this is after she took her wig off, and he like, damn, like, wait a minute, that is not, that ain't how you look, girl. So that may be a scenario for some of you. Another thing that I'm getting before I even pull out the cards, another thing that I'm getting from this particular image is um you are not allowing, did I say that earlier? Yeah, not allowing other people to catfish you. Like you're able to see through the facades that people are putting on. So that's the main thing I'm getting. Let me get into some more messages for you all. Let me pull out my. Let's see. Spirit, what else? What what else represents the energy that power one trolls? Those of them who chose the drum, the clarity of mind, the connectedness of their mind, body, and spirit. Also, the drum represents your connectedness to nature as well. So some of you may be spending way more time outside than you usually do. Or that is a recommendation for you to spend more time outside. Let me turn that down. I don't need to hear no ads. Let me skip this ad, y'all. Get back to the drums. Okay. Yeah, what else do you have for the group who chose the drums? What energy coming in for them? What should they look out for? That's way too many. Come on, Spirit. Give me one card. And I like my cards to jump out. If you've been watching me, I like my cards to jump. Okay. Yep. So for you all to choose the drum, we got red jasper. And it speaks on taking action, completing what you planned, no longer procrastinating. Okay, so the beat of the drum is steady. It's like your heartbeat. You know, your heart is a vital function of the body. So if there's something that has been in your heart for you to do, and but you've been procrastinating on it, this red jasper, it speaks of you needing to take action or feeling like you want to take action because again, solar eclipse was in the sign of Aries, and Aries represents new beginnings. So it may have been something that you've been sitting on, but now you feel that drive to go forward on it. Okay? So it says take action and complete what you have planned. Speak up for yourself. So this goes back to what I was saying when I was saying you're no longer falling for the okie doke. You're no longer allowing people to put on one face in front of you, but then on the one end, on the other end, they're being a completely different person. You know, you're no longer accepting that in your life. If you can't just be you when you're around me, you can't be real. If you putting on, if you talking back talking, whatever it may be for y'all, y'all no longer y'all not going for it anymore. You're speaking up for yourself. All right. And then it says follow through and take the necessary steps to see your projects to fruition. Have confidence in your own ability to make things happen. That's this red jasper. So some of you who have been feeling, you know, you may have been feeling ungrounded. You may have been feeling like you don't have the energy or the courage to go forth. This solar eclipse energy is bringing that in for you. It's bringing in that courage to go forth. It's bringing in that desire to take action on your plans, your goals, whatever they may be. We're going to get more into that. But the affirmation on the back says, I am grounded and focused on the task at hand. I creatively complete projects so that I can enjoy and share the results. I am motivated to accomplish all that needs to be done. So again, it's bringing in that fresh new energy for you. Let's see what else. What else, Spirit, do you want the drum pile to know? Pile one. Okay. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. We have the South Node. Okay. So again, I'm using my Karma deck, and the South Node came up. So the South Node represents your past lives. And if you don't believe in past lives, then this represents your past self. Again, the first card out that y'all got was the catfish card. So again, your old ways, your old ways on how you dealt with people, your old ways on how you used to think, your old ways on how you used to dress, express yourself, the music you used to listen to, the things that you used to watch on TV, those things are falling away for you. Also, you may be running into people because I am recording this reading at the time of Mercury retrograde. So, you may be running into people from your past. You may run into these people and have to learn lessons that you may not have completed because the South Node represents our past lives and all the things that we learned from the past, our past lives. It represents the things that we brought into this current life that we've already mastered. So that for some of you, there is something that you have already mastered, and God is ushering you to move into a new direction. Okay. And it said some of the phrases on here says um like one says anxiety about. So there may be something that have brought you anxiety at one point in time, or this is something that you're getting over. You no longer have anxiety. As a matter of fact, let me bring out my tarot and go into that a little bit more. Here, why is the South Node card here? Some of you are maybe also getting a past life regression. That will really help you to see what lessons that you incarnated on earth to learn, because your south node is the past and your north node is the future. It is the whole entire reason why you chose to incarnate on earth in this particular lifetime. So you all, spirit is ushering you all who chose this drum pile number one, to definitely go towards your north node. Some of you may just be getting into your 30s or maybe at age 35, because the north node, your north node or your soul starts to usher you or beckoning you to go towards your north node goals by the time you get like in your 30s, 35, definitely before the age of 40. You're going to have that desire to go more towards your north node versus when you're in your younger age, when you're in elementary school, when you're in junior high school, and when you're in high school. You're more so acting out your south node energy because that's the energy that you're comfortable with. So again, you're moving towards this new path with this new energy that has come in for you. You're moving towards a new direction. But again, spirit, can you give us more information on pound number one, on the energy that's coming in for them, or the energy that's already here for them? What energy did this solar eclipse that happened on April 8th, what energy did that bring in for my pound number one? Oh, that one to come out. What is that one? Okay. This one wants to come out. What else do we have here? Okay, we're not talking today. This one and this one. Okay, let's get into that and see what we got. Exactly. Exactly. The Knight of Swords. Big changes, new opportunities. There's something, you're seizing the moment right now. All right. You're no longer coming from or feeling from this defeated place or this sabotaging place. Again, I keep going back to this catfish energy. Maybe you was catfishing yourself. Maybe you were not looking into the full potential that you had. Trying to let me skip this ad, y'all. Let's get back to the drums. Okay. So maybe you weren't realizing your full potential in whatever area of your life that may have been. Okay. See what else I'm getting here. Lord, I hate this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, why did I have to go with? Why do we have to go there, Spirit? You always taking me deep. I don't even think I can say these words on here. Um, this is only, this may only be for one person, maybe even two. But what I'm feeling for you is with the South Node card coming up. How are we gonna say this? Okay, some of you have, some of you are overcoming some form of abuse. Um, Jesus. Some of you have experienced, mm, some of you have experienced very violent crimes. Okay, and again, going back to this catfish energy, y'all excuse me. I'm trying to figure out how I can say this. Um, mm, some of you have experienced grape, and when I say grape, y'all know what I mean. Some of you have experienced grape, okay, and for a while, it really was taking a toll on you. And some of you may have or may have just recently decided to seek some kind of counseling for experiencing that. Others of you, because this is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords can represent, feeling defeated, um, experiencing very violent crimes, different forms of abuse. Some of you may even be coming from being bullied in some way, shape, or form. You could have dealt with gang stalkers, um, very, very aggressive people trying to intimidate you. Oh, I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Some of you may have even, some of you may be dealing with a narcissistic mother because we have the Queen of Cups here, and the Queen of Cups is not in reverse, but it's this catfish thing for me that I can't get away from. And I'm getting a feeling of your mom or your aunt or your sister or some prominent female figure in your life may put on a front in front of other people. Again, it don't have to be your mom. It could be your aunt. It could be a coworker. Okay, it could be your boss on your job. It could be a business partner. It could be anybody that puts on a facade. They like to catfish people. They don't show the real them when they're in front of certain people. But then when they so in front of like let's give this scenario. Say you went out to dinner, okay, and this particular person that puts on this facade has been invited out to dinner and you're there too. You notice that when they're with everybody else, they act one way, they act sweet because the Queen of Cups is a very sweet person. This person is very mothering and things like that. So, and very nurturing. So when you're in front of a crowd of people with this particular person. They act like they're so sweet and loving and things like that. But then when you get with this person by yourself, their ugly side shows up. They don't act nothing like how they perceive themselves to be around other people. So that's why this catfish card is out. And and the red jasper, it asks for you to speak up for yourself. So for some of you who pick the drum, you're no longer marching to the beat of their particular drum. You're marching to the beat of your own drum. You're speaking up. You're calling these people out. You're no longer accepting this behavior from whoever this prominent female figure is. Whether it's your mom, aunt, sister, co-worker, boss, business partner, whoever, neighbor, whoever, you're no longer allowing this behavior in your life. All right. And that's why we have the King of Swords. I mean, the Knight of Swords here. Speaking of new opportunities coming in. Some of you are traveling because the Knight of Swords is swift. It's swift movement. Okay. And sometimes it can represent haste to where you're not really thinking about your decisions. But with the red jasper here, there's something that you need to do quickly. You need to speak up quickly. You need to move away quickly. You need to assert yourself quickly. There's something here that spirit wants you to do quickly. And if you chose this pile, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We have the Ace of Pentacles too. So there's a new beginning, a new financial beginning that's happening for you. You could be investing, okay? Or you have managed to save up enough money to maybe go on vacation or start a new business or buy you a new car. Some of you need new furniture in your home, okay? Um, some of you may be going to get massages. And with the Queen of Cups here, it's about nurturing your feelings, nurturing yourself, making sure you feel good, not just others, but making sure you feel good as well. So taking care of yourself. Remember the drum, speaking about healing and aligning your mind, body, and spirit. So that's another thing as well. Then what else do we have? We have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords speaks about structure, making changes to your routine, recognizing your power, taking your power back. That just came out in my other reading. Taking your power back. Because with this South Node stuff, this is memories, okay? There may be memories coming up from the past, from your childhood. Again, this prominent female figure. And it doesn't even have to be a female because men have feminine energy as well. So it could be a male in your life, a prominent male figure that was in your life. Maybe he was more feminine, or maybe, oh Lord have mercy. Spirit, you be going places. Okay? I don't know why you be giving me these messages. Some of you, thank you. I'm glad them drugs went off. Not some of you, okay, but one of you who watched this reading, you all knew that your father was undercover. There was something that you saw when you were a little child, and you knew your father was living a double life. Your father was living a double life. Your father is actually bisexual, and I don't mean to put nobody business out here. I don't know why spirit is taking me here because this is a collective read, so it's not gonna resonate with everybody this particular part, but it's somebody who clicked on this reading watching this who has memories of their father presenting himself as completely masculine. as a heterosexual male, but actually he's on the down low. Mm. And that is a memory that you have, or it may be something that you're sharing with your mother. For the mother card, for the Queen of Cups to come out, that could be something that you're sharing with your mother. Like, this may have been something that you kept on the low that you never showed your mom, or this might be something that's coming out. Because the thing about solar eclipse, the sun, okay, is merging with the moon. The moon represents things that are hitting, stuff that you don't see. And with the sun coming through, shining light on those hidden things, there's a lot of hidden things that this pal is finding out, or maybe revealing to other people. Okay? Maybe you have the courage to come out of the closet. This is a no judgment zone here. I'm not judging nobody. But man, I never thought we'd be going there. Spirit, what else? Let's move on. What else, Spirit? What else are you getting at? Um, this Ace of Pentacles here with the financial new beginnings. Some of you are moving from one job to another job, so you're getting a better job. All right, that's going to offer you better financial um stability in your life. I don't know why I'm hearing a garden. Some of you are planting or want to have a garden, like with your own fruits and vegetables. I would definitely recommend that, because the way this world is going, boy, the stuff they doing, I advise everybody, start to grow your own fruits and vegetables and things like that, because they're messing with the food supply. They're messing with the food supply. Let me go into my other messages, because I just got thrown off. I know, confirmation spirit. Because I got thrown off. I didn't know we was going there. But again, it's the catfishing for me. It's the facade for me. It's the putting on for me. Okay? So either somebody in your life, in this particular pal, somebody's being exposed, or it's just you are no longer accepting certain behavior from yourself. You're not self-sabotaging anymore. You are speaking up for yourself. But we have karmic male cousin on your dad's side of the family. Okay? So there may be something coming up. This may be the person that's catfishing people. Or mm, this is the person that touched you as a kid on your dad's side of the family. Lord have mercy. This is too heavy, spirit. Why we wanna go there? Spirit, what else? Come on, get us away from that. What is this? We have 5 months. Some of you may have a 5-month plan, or some of this stuff may start to roll over the next 5 months. You could have invested in some form of stock or something, and you decided to leave it there for the next 5 months. We also have harvest time. So again, that with the Ace of Pentacles coming out, it's money time for y'all. This energy that the new moon has brought in for y'all is a time of harvest, financial abundance for you all. We have I love you. Okay? I love you. You may be telling somebody you love them for the first time. Like if this is a new romantic interest, you may be telling somebody you love them. This could be an ancestor telling you that they love you. What else do we have? These cards, these index cards kind of stick together a little bit. I'm hearing, what's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? Some of y'all ain't trying to hear that. You don't care if they love you. You're not trying to hear that. But I love you. You're not trying to hear that. We have street gangs. Some of you may have been a part of a gang. I told you this is my pal that's moving on. Now some of my messages don't fail. But this is my pal that's moving on. It's something with the South Node coming out. You're no longer being associated with gangs. And it could be your karmic male cousin that was at the bottom of the deck. They may have introduced you to a gang. Maybe you were looking up to them when you were a kid and you thought it was cool to be a part of a gang. And now you have no desire to live that lifestyle. You could have lost many people. Give me one more spirit. This pile is a little heavy. Okay, yep. We have college degree. All right. So instead of you being a part of a gang, instead of you being caught up in love and somebody who don't love you, acting like they do, you're not going for that no more. You're going after your dreams. You could be wanting to go back to college. We got I love you and I hate you. I didn't even see that. We might have a love-hate relationship with somebody. All right, Spirit. Give me one more for this. From this. But you just never know how these messages gonna go. Come on, Spirit. Check engine light. We have check engine light. All right. So your check engine light may come on. So that's just a warning to. Then we have farmer. And I just talked about planting fruits and vegetables. So you may want to start your own farm. You may want to have a homestead. So you might be looking for land. And we have recovering alcoholic. Right. Then at the bottom, we have vivid dreams. So you may be having dreams. Let's see. Let me get some other messages out. Spirit, let's close this out. Close this out. This pile kind of threw me, but it makes sense for the catfish and the red jasper, the healing, the fact that you chose the drum, and the drum connects your mind, body, and spirit. It boosts your immune system. And then we have the fruits and things come out, the fruits and vegetables in the background that drew my attention. Yep. We have avoid obstacles, persevere, and attraction. At the bottom of the deck, we have power. You're taking your power back. You're attracting to you the things that you desire. You're not self-sabotaging. Okay, you're going back to school. You have a brand new beginning in your finances. Okay, you're making sure you save. You're making sure that you make good investments. All right, you're persevering. You're not letting the past hold you back. You're no longer being a part of gang activity. You're no longer drinking. You're no longer letting nobody gaslight you and tell you that they love you, but really they hate you. You're no longer going for stuff. Okay? You're no longer abandoning your vehicle. You're going to take better care of your car. For those of you who want to go back to college, you're making sure that you sign up for school. Okay? And you may be giving yourself 5 months for something. Something's taking place in 5 months. You may be 5 months pregnant. All right. You may have dealt with this behavior for 5 months and you decided 5 months was 5 months too long. You're not dealing with it no more. All right. And it's harvest time. That's it for pile number one. I hope that this helped you guys. And I did not know the messages was going to go that way and so deep like that. But peace, love, and light to you all. Thanks so much for watching. And if any of this resonated, please be sure to comment and let me know how you're moving forward and how things are looking for you. And if you would like to schedule a personal reading with me, you can always look in the description box. And with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to move on to pile number two. Pile number two. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the violin, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to break down the spiritual meaning of the violin, and then we're going to get into the first card that came out for you all. And this reading is going to help us see what energy is coming in for you for this new moon. New moons represents new beginnings. So we're going to see what the message of the violin has for you. Okay. So by you choosing the violin, it's a very, very positive omen. Okay. It's associated with new beginnings, and that's what this reading is about, with new beginnings, with new energy is coming in for you. So it's associated with new beginnings, and it's associated with good fortune. So those of you who chose this pile, okay, may be receiving an increase in your finances, or you may just find yourself in very favorable situations. All right. It also represents your family life. So where they may have been, oh, that's a little loud. I feel like I'm battling with the violin right now. So where there may have been some kind of quarrel, um, disagreements, and things of that such, there is now harmony in your family life. Okay, this also represents um your plans going well. So there may have been things that you've planned prior to this new this solar eclipse, new moon in Aries happened, and now you're finding that, okay, even with Mercury retrograde, like, my plans are going well. Everything is happening how you planned it to go. All right. Um the violin, I didn't know this. Like I said, each instrument I decided to look up and see what's the spiritual meaning behind these particular instruments, because the thing about music is very healing, and each instrument has a certain frequency. So I was like, let me see what the violin means. So I had no idea, but it means fertility as well. So some of you may be discovering pregnancy. I don't know why that keep coming up, but it is springtime and it is a time of new beginnings. So, you know, every individual has different plans and goals in their lives. So some of you who chose this, you may be um checking to see how fertile you are. All right. You could be older. You could be up there in age. You could have waited a long time to try to have more children, but it represents fertility, and not only physical fertility, but fertile ideas. Very creative. So you can have confirmation. So you could be going through a very good um creative period right now. This energy could have brought in um a lot of creative energy for you. Um Again, like I keep getting messages, it keeps speaking about your family. So again, a lot of changes in the family. Again, when it speaks of fertility, you could be welcoming in a new baby. You could have a family business. Okay. Also, it's about creating a bond that can never be broken. So you may be coming into this cycle, meeting people, and you are creating a bond that could never be broken. All right. Harmony. Um, just again, the message that I got from it is happy family life, creating bonds with people that can never be broken, like very long term relationships, or business partnerships. But the card that came out for you guys first from my Friday deck, because I created my own Friday deck, um, is when Pops was talking to Craig. He was finna get ready to throw away the cereal because they ain't have enough milk. And he was like, "You would have put some damn water on it." When Pops told him he better put some water on it, there's a lot of things in your life that you are watering, you are nurturing. Okay, these things that you're nurturing are going to bring you good fortune, bring you prosperity, bring you um new friendships, new partnerships, new um a new bond, like a tightness, a closeness with your family, your immediate family, the family that you created, whether you are coupled up, whether you have a partner or you're a single mother. And it's just you and your kids. Or if you're married, okay, you and your husband and your children, you guys are coming together even more. Okay, this new life, this newfound energy is bringing a lot of happiness. You guys could be planning trips and things like that. Let's go into the crystal and see. Spirit, what message do you have for the violin group? Since the violin represents harmony, family bonds, happiness, what else can you share with the violin group? Group number two. Ooh, that thing flew out. Come on now. What did we say? What did we say? Good fortune. We have prosperity. The emerald. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Okay, Pal 2, I'm so happy because Pal 1, they had good news too, but boy, they had a lot of other stuff going on. But Pal 2, you better put some water on that. What ideas do you have that you need to water? There are some ideas that you have that spirit is really, really urging you to water. Are you embarking on a new venture? My violin pal, are y'all embarking on a new venture? Do you wish to increase your financial security? Trust that you have the ability to be successful and prosperous. Activate your inner entrepreneur. Believe in yourself and you will reach your goals. Y'all hear how this violin music picking up? I'm gonna just hush and let y'all hear how this violin music is picking up. Just listen. Like that make me feel good. That make me feel happy. So whatever new venture that you're embarking on, Spirit is really, really ushering you to go ahead, like do the doggone thing. Put some water on it. Water it. Water those plans. Water those ideas. Water your family. Okay? Water, water, water. You may be drinking more water. Okay? It may be something that you wanted to throw away. Cause Craig, he was gonna get ready to throw away the cereal. Ain't nobody tell him to get that big behind bowl of cereal and then in check to see how much milk they had. And now he was finna throw it away. So another thing that I'm getting from this is don't throw away a good idea. Don't throw away a good idea just because it might not have worked out last season, a last cycle. Okay? Spirit is saying, come on, put some newness in it. Water it. Okay? Nurture it. Nurture this idea. Nurture your family. It may be some of you who are feeling like you finna throw the towel in on your relationship. If there is some kind of way that y'all two can come, because the violin represents harmony. Okay, so where there was disharmony, there will now be harmony. So Spirit is saying put some water on it. If both of y'all are willing to not be in your ego, to not be stubborn, and if it's something that both of y'all feel like it's worth working on, water it. Nourish it. Because your family is going to come back together. All right? That's what the violin represents. Harmony. Okay? Family bonds. A bond that's so close knit nobody will be able to break. Okay? There could even be a family business that spirit has put on your heart and in your mind to go for. Go towards it because it's going to bring you financial security. Okay? Spirit says believe in yourself and you will reach your goals. So believe in yourself. And the affirmation on the back from the angel of prosperity says, I am blessed with abundance. I am successful in all of my business pursuits. My actions come from a loving place and have beneficial results for myself and others. So even if this isn't a family business, if it's just your individual business, Spirit is already telling you that it's going to have beneficial results for yourself and others. Others means your family, your friends, okay? These new people that are coming into your life. It says, I am fortunate, I appreciate and enjoy my prosperity. I know that's right. I know that is right. Okay, I'm going to go into my karma cards. Let's see what else. I love this pile. I love this pile. Then what else do you have for my violin group? Those who are seeking harmony. Those who are deciding to water, to nourish their ideas. Ooh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me we got. Come on. What did it say, y'all? What does it say at the bottom? Good fortune. Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Things are expanding in your life. The energy that this new moon and Aries solar eclipse that happened on April 8th is bringing in for you is good fortune. Okay? It says blessings from the granting of. What is your deepest desire? Because Spirit is going to bless you, pal number two. My violin pal. Y'all got me crunk. I am so happy for y'all. Oh, I am so happy. Oh my gosh. Okay. And on the flip side, it says grow and expand. Okay. Be positive about. Learn or teach. There's something that you're learning, or it's something you're teaching, or it's something that you're learning that you're later on going to teach to your children, to your friends, okay? To your community. Some of you are online, you have a community. You're teaching this to your community, your online community. All right? But oh my gosh, I love y'all energy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys are definitely expanding. We have When you put water on something, what does it do? It grows, right? And then, angel of prosperity. Believe in yourself and you will reach your goals. Trust that you have the ability to be successful and prosperous. Do you wish to increase your financial security? And then we turn around and get the Jupiter card. And what it say, y'all? What it say? Good fortune. Come on now. We can't make this stuff up. We can't make this stuff up. I'm happy for y'all. Things are definitely turning a new leaf. All right? In your life. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Spirit, what else do we have for my violin pal? What else do we have for my violin pal? We have good fortune. We have them watering. Even if it was an old idea, they're putting new energy into their old ideas. If it's new ideas, they're watering it, they're watching it grow. There's lots of expansion here for them, financial security here for them. Come on. And this energy is lasting for a while. Come on, spirit. Mm. Yep. We have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who's very clear on what they want. Spirit is saying, get clear. Get clear on what it is you want. Ooh, child, let me turn that down. I got a little bit too excited for y'all. Spirit is saying, get clear. Get clear on it and go for it. Go for it. What else, Spirit? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm happy for y'all, pal number 2. My violin pal. Those of you who are in harmony. All right, that's way too many, but this one did. King of Wands. Spirit is saying you are in charge. You are in charge of what your future looks like. Okay? You are calling the shots. You have to be the one to make the decisions to change your life. Can't nobody change your life for you but you. So if you're willing to water your life, if you're willing to put that energy into your goals, your ventures, then God is going to bless you. You will be blessed. You will expand. Your business will expand. Your personal knowledge will expand. Your consciousness will expand. Everything about this particular file represents expansion, harmony, okay, good fortune, financial abundance. But the key thing here is for you to get clear on what you want. If you're not clear on what you want, Spirit is saying to get clear. Okay? The Queen of Swords can also represent somebody who may have suffered some kind of loss or gone through some kind of hardship. And that's why this is such good news for you, that if you just get clear on what it is that you want and you be in charge and you make the independent decision to go forward with what you want, then again, like I just stated before, fortune is on your side. Good fortune is on your side. And then the Jupiter card talked about you teaching or learning. All right. So whatever it is, this is something that you can share with others with the King of Wands here. Okay. Because the King of Wands represents somebody who inspires other people. So it may be something creative. All right. This could be something creative that you want to do. What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? For those who chose the violin pile. hmm Okay, we have the Judgment card coming out with the. This keeps coming out. This has to be a reoccurring thing. This is the second time that the Five of Swords has come out. All right, so those people who have persecuted you in the past, They're being judged. You may be seeing my pile number two because your pile represents harmony. You may be seeing those people who cause disharmony in your life, who cause these hardships and suffering in your life. You may be seeing them suffer with this judgment card here. You definitely may be seeing these particular people suffer. Okay, karma is definitely coming back around. It's coming back around. The trumpet has sounded. Okay, people who have been underhanded, deceptive, lying. There may be again with this. Put some water. I keep going back to this image of Craig getting ready to throw this cereal away. Okay. And if I remember correctly, Pops was talking to him about like how things was back in the day and the stuff that they didn't have and how they had to make use with what they had. All right. You're making use with what you have now. You're taking you're taking the things that defeated you in the past, those things that defeated you in the past. You're overcoming them in some way, shape, or form. You're turning those into money making ideas. All right. For some of you, there is something that happened to you in the past, and now you're turning that into a money making idea. All right. You're no longer walking in defeat. This is the same energy that showed up in pile number one. I don't know how we got back here again, but for those of you in this particular pile, you decided to take those lemons and make lemonade. When life threw you lemons, you decided to make lemonade. And let me tell you how I know. Because the last card out is a Three of Cups, baby. Okay? And this speaks of you experiencing happy times. Okay? The violin is spoke about fertility. So again, this makes me think of baby showers, gender reveals. Okay? Some of you may have called off an engagement. You're not calling off that engagement no more. Okay? You planning your wedding. You decided to put some water on that. You decided to put some water on that and not throw away your relationship for people who tried to come in. Because there may have been a third party that tried to come in and sabotage your relationship. Why? Because they was jealous. Why? Because they wish they had somebody. Okay? Some of you may be celebrating walking away. All right? Because although it speaks of harmony with family, the harmony you may be seeking is actually walking away. Again, this is the same energy that came up in the last reading that I did. So I don't know who's like on my frequency as far as being in tune to my channel, but I'm talking to somebody out there. All right. Um. Another thing is you're socializing more. So you're going out more. All right. It's springtime anyway. So you're socializing more. Whew, let's see what else we get. What else we get? I'm going to cut the deck. And wherever I cut the deck at. All right. We have deported. All right. You may be, some of you may have been deported back to your country. You may have been deported back to your country. And, but you still have somebody here in the U.S. who is helping to send money back home. So even though you may have got deported back to your country, you still have a connection over here in the US. And that connection that you built over here, or these friends that you built, or this family that you built while you were over here in the US is now helping you to better finance your family because these particular people are sending money back home from the US. Let's see what else we get. We have the gift of taste. Some of you have a um some of you have the Some of you are clairgustants, and what that means is when spirit is speaking to you, or when a passed on loved one is trying to get your attention, you may taste their favorite meal. All right. You may taste what people are craving. Ooh, some of you may be chefs. Some of you may be chefs. You may be so good that you're able to just come around somebody, and before they even tell you what they want to eat or what they want you to cook, you're able to taste in your mouth what it is that their taste buds are tasting. Look it up. Claire Augustins. It's called the gift of taste. People literally have the gift of taste. And it may not happen in that particular example that I gave, but still, there's something here about the gift of taste. Okay, what else here? And this could represent my people um this could represent my people who may have got deported. You may be bringing some dishes from the US back to your country. We have special needs child. Now, the violin, when I spoke on what the spiritual meaning of the violin meant, it did speak of family. All right. So you may have a special needs child that um that you may let me see what spirit is getting at about the special needs child. Because some of you may have a special needs child, but I need to see. We got my other tarot deck and see like why that's coming up for some of you. Spirit, why is special needs child here? Because the violin did speak of family, and then from my Friday deck we do have put some water on it. Okay. There's some kind of discipline that's needed for this special needs child. Okay. I don't know if the discipline is on the parental part or if you're trying to teach your special needs child discipline. But the Emperor card is speaks about you like needing to be more organized. Okay, so it may be different um equipments and certain things that you need for this special needs child that spirit is urging you to utilize, or urging you to, maybe you have to clean it. Okay, maybe there's a specific device that has to be thoroughly sterilized, and spirit is letting you know, hey, make sure you thoroughly sterilize this so your child won't get some kind of infection or things like that. But is something that spirit is asking for those of you who has a special needs child to be organized with. Okay, or those of you who are pregnant, you may have gotten news, or throughout your pregnancy you may have gotten testing, and there may be saying that your child is going to be special needs, and you're making a decision on how to go about caring for the special needs child and figuring out the different family dynamics. How is this going to change your family? How is this child going to fit into your family? Okay. And we have favorite male cousin on your mom's side of the family. All right. So you may be going into business with this one of your favorite male cousins on your mom's side of the family. Um, your favorite male cousin may have been sick, hospitalized, in jail, in prison. You may not have seen your favorite male cousin on your mom's side of the family. It may be a reunion because the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups speaks of a reunion. So you may be happy because again, okay, the violin it spoke of family. So maybe you may be happy that you finally get to see one of your favorite male cousins on your mom's side of the family. We have food stamps. Maybe y'all been trying to get some food stamps. Maybe you've been trying to get some food stamps and finally they have finally approved you for your food stamps. Or maybe some of y'all don't want to be on government assistance. You could be celebrating because now finally you no longer have a need for food stamps. You don't need it anymore. And spirit, this pile really needs a tarot reading. So if that's something that you want to do, you can look in the description box. You can go and book a reading with me. All you have to do is click the link in the description box to book a reading with me, or with another tarot reader that you like. But spirit is saying you need to get a tarot reading. At the bottom of the deck, we have coach, okay? And this could be a life coach, a football coach, a basketball coach, a track and field coach, a soccer coach, a baseball coach, a softball coach, a flag football coach, a cheerleading coach, a dance coach. It doesn't matter, but this has something to do with coaching, okay? Your child could be involved in some kind of sports, and y'all are going out on family outings. This is really bringing the family together. But we have coach. If I get one more thing, and then I'm gonna move on to my other. Have anything else for pile number 2? The new energy that's being ushered in. New energy being ushered in from the solar. We have traveling abroad. All right. What's behind that? Traveling abroad. What is the chances? We got traveling abroad and living abroad. So those of you, some of you may travel abroad and then decide, you know what? I want to live abroad too. And I just said life coach, so that came out. So some of you may be a life coach because it did talk about teaching. All right. So some of you may be a life coach, or you may be studying and learning how to be a life coach. All right. We have tend to your ancestral altar. All right. So those of you who have an altar, spirit is ushering for you to work on it. All right. And then there's something that's taking place in 1 week for you all. 1 week. 1 week from the time that you view this video. All right, spirit. What else do we have for my violin pal? For my violin pal, closing message. Closing message. My violin pal. Those who are putting some water on it. You better put some damn water on that shit. What are they watering, spirit? It's a very blessed pal. What are they watering? Closing message do you have for my violin pal, my pal number 2? Pal number 2. All right. At the bottom of the deck, what we got? Doors fly open. I'm telling y'all. For my pal number 2, my violin pal, this is y'all time. It's your time, baby. It's your time. It's your time. We have take a look at yourself. All right. You may be taking a look at yourself and like, girl, dude, like you overcame so much. You done it all on thing. What we got? Jackpot. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all. We got 3 different cards. One, 2, 3. Jackpot. There's definitely money coming in for you all. All right. I don't know if y'all gamble or whatever. That ain't my business. That's y'all. But if you gamble, You're gonna be hitting the jackpot. You play the lottery, you're gonna be hitting the jackpot. And then we have, I don't know if that's an L. Lucira, Sarah. Oh, I'm glad I wrote what the meaning is. We have whatever will be, will be. Whatever will be, will be. And then we have men in relationships. See? And I just talked about it. Talked about men in a relationship. Y'all, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. I'm in the middle of doing a reading, honey. Yes. I'll call you back. I'm on pile number 2, and I'm about to do pile number 3. So I'll call you back. All right, so that's it. Pile number oh yeah. And we have stormy weather, and this is what I was talking about that you all are coming from. You're coming from that stormy weather. That's when I went to saying you're gonna when life gave you lemons, baby, you made lemonade. All right. And then we have passion. Follow your passion. You better put what Pops told his son on Friday. What he said to him. You better put some damn water on that. All right. So spirit is really ushering you to water your dreams. Water your dreams. Water those goals that you have. And I promise y'all, it never fails. Whenever I get to channeling, my nose it starts itching. My nose don't be itching now other time. I can go all day when I'm not reading cards. My nose don't itch. But this the show. This the show is I get to doing a reading. Here we go. Nose wanna start um itching. But yes, that's it. That's all I have for you all. I know you all were the pal that said get a reading. If you want a reading from me, you can email me. My email is in the bottom. You can go to my Calendly. I only have one option up for now, which is an hour reading. So if that's something that you're interested in, email me. Go take a look at the link and let me know. My calendar is open because I'm just getting myself back out here. So my calendar is open. And with that being said, peace, love, and light to you all. And congratulations to those of you who are deciding to put some water on that shit. You're growing, okay? You're learning, you're teaching, beautiful family aspects. You're living in harmony. You're doing it all. And last but not least, we have my keyboard pal. If you chose the keyboard, this this is your reading. With each pal, whatever instrument you chose, I'm playing music from that particular instrument. Not only am I playing music from that particular instrument, but I am also dabbing into the spiritual meaning of that particular instrument. So let me get my notes out because I had to go online, baby, and find out what some of this stuff means. Now, the thing about the keyboard, it keeps bringing up the piano, okay? And the piano, they said, is a symbol of high culture and refinement, okay? Some of you all are very refined. You don't look like what you've been through, baby, okay? And it speaks of having a grandiose image. All right. And since I couldn't really find symbolism on a keyboard, like I said, I pulled up the piano, and the piano is also seen as a symbol of hope and possibility. What are you hoping for? What do you feel is possible in your life? My power number three. Also, I didn't know this, but I found this to be quite interesting. Okay, the piano has 88 keys, and the 88 keys represent the 88 constellations in the sky, and its ability to produce both soft and loud sounds can represent the duality of human nature. All right, which leads me into the Friday deck that I made. Now, what's interesting is my Friday deck. When I say Friday, I'm talking about the movie Friday. What's interesting is pile number two. You may have been drawn to pile number two because pile number two got this card when Craig was getting ready to throw away his cereal. But Pop was like, no, no, no. You better put some water on that. All right. This particular card, what does it say? It says pouring out your energy until it ran dry. How long I been on here? Ooh, a little minute. Pouring out your energy until it ran dry. Y'all see how he looking? He just knew he was gonna eat that bowl of cereal. Now, why he made that big bowl? Craig was tripping. I don't know why. I don't know why. But this particular pickle card reading is based off of what what energy is coming in for you. So for those of you who picked pile number three, what you're not doing anymore and what you're not tolerating anymore is trying to pour from an empty cup. Okay? That piano, the message of the piano represents somebody who is refined. Okay? So instead of you using that energy on others when they didn't give you anything back in return, now you are refined. Let's look up the word refinement. Okay? Let's look up the word refinement. Refinement. Here's the definition of refinement. The process of removing impurities or unwanted elements from a substance. Okay. Now, let me pause this keyboard energy real quick. What are the chances? He pouring out this milk, right? He didn't have enough. The milk ran dry. Okay. Now, what I found so interesting about the definition of refinement is the fact that it says it's removing impurities or unwanted elements from a substance. Even though in this image, he was pouring milk into this bowl of cereal, he's pouring something out. He's removing the milk from that container. My pound number three, you are removing people, places, and things that are no longer needed or wanted in your life. Okay. The other definition of refinement is the improvement or clarification of something by making a small change. Okay. So, my pound number three, there are small changes that you're making that are going to help you usher in this new energy that's being settled. Okay. And not only that, the other definition for refinement, it says cultured elegance in behavior or manner. Come on. Come on now. Elegance. What did I say earlier? You're not pouring from an empty cup no more. If people are not, if the giving and receiving is not giving what it's supposed to give, you're not doing it. Okay, you're not doing it. Let's see what else we have, Spirit. Spirit, what else do you have for my pound number 3? Oh, let me put y'all keyboard music back on. Keyboard. All right, Spirit. What else do you have for my pound number 3? Pound number 3. Who have the piano? This is my piano pound. Oh my nose. I just told pound number 2. My nose be itching when I get the piano. Come on now. We have orange calcite. Orange calcite says, are you experiencing major changes that are challenging your emotional state? Trust in the process of change and honor your feelings. Take the time to balance energy. Pay particular attention to the health of your nerves, bones, and muscles. Now, the last definition, well, pretty much all the different definitions of the word refinement that we got from the meaning of piano speaks of removing impurities, speaks of making small changes, all right? And it speaks of elegance in behavior or your manner, all right? Orange calcite is asking, are you experiencing challenges in reference to your emotional state? All right. What is it that you're refining when it comes to your emotions? Okay. What is it that you're refining, like the fine keys of the piano? What is it that you are refining when it comes to your nerves? Are people getting on your nerves? In what ways are you allowing these people? In what ways are you changing your thinking or your behavior towards these people? So you won't feel like they're getting on your nerves. Are you giving these people too much power over you? Are you pouring out your energy to these people until they ran dry? Are you deciding that you're no longer going to do that? Okay. In what ways are you helping to refine your bones? Are your bones getting the vitamins that they need? What about your muscles? You getting your weight up? All right. So for my pound number 3, I feel like you may be tested. You may be tested. Spirit may be bringing in certain tests for you to see if you're going to come out on the other end refined, to see if you're going to remove the impurities in your life, to see if you're going to continue to keep pouring out from that empty cup. When are you going to pour into you? Pound number 3. Let's see what else we get here. My piano pound. Y'all might want to watch pound number 1. Pound number 1 got the south note. Now here I am on the last reading, and it's ended off with the north note. See, you're no longer. Y'all my pal, that's not. Y'all my pal, that's not with that. Y'all are my pal. Come on, yeah, bring the music back on. Bring the music. Y'all are my pal who are deciding that people will no longer be benefiting from you. You will be the one receiving the benefit. Okay? Y'all are my pal that are deciding to go forward in life. What are the key words? Some of the key words on here is have faith in. Do not worry about. And now is the time. On the other side, we have there will be. success from. Then we have benefit. When y'all hear those phrases, what do you think about? What are you deciding to have faith in? Are you deciding to have faith in yourself? Are you finally deciding not to worry? Are you deciding to say, you know what? Now is the time. Now is the time that I XYZ. What is it? My pile number 3. Let's get into it, Spirit. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I didn't even get a chance to really um okay, let's go back to the North Node card because some of y'all might not know what the North Node or the South Node is. So the North Node, let's start with the South Node. The South Node represents your past life. So the previous incarnation that you had before you incarnated into this particular body and became John, just using that name as an example. You were Billy in your last lifetime in 1806. But now, when you were born in 1986, you were born as John. All right? Your South Node represents your past life, the things of the past, your gifts from the past, the things that you have mastered from the past. Your North Node represents the growth, the direction in which your soul wanted to take, the lessons in which your soul wanted to learn in this particular lifetime. Okay? So, with the messages that have come out already, with you choosing the piano and it tying into the 88 constellations that are in the sky, this tells me that my pal number 3, as far as the energy, oh, y'all need to speak up. My husband told me next time I do a reading that I need to keep water with me because it doesn't happen all the time. But I notice whenever I get to a specific pal, sometimes my throat chakra go to acting up. So that means that number 1, people in this pal need to speak up. Number 2, another thing is you guys definitely need to watch your health in this pal for this pink calcite to come out. Watch your health. If you're going to the doctor and you don't agree with the diagnosis or whatever the case may be, and you feel like you need a second opinion, definitely get a second opinion. Okay? But let's go back to the North Node. The North Node represents the direction that your soul wanted to grow in. It's one of the most uncomfortable changes that we can make. And what I was telling pound number 1 is usually from baby, toddler, elementary, middle school, high school, early part of your 20s, you're more so living out yourself now. By the time you reach 30, between 30 and 35, that's when you start to go towards your north node. So you guys got some homework in pound number 3. So pull up your natal chart. You can go to cafeastrology.com. That's one of the ones that I use. You can go there and you can put in your birth information. You have to have the time of your birth correct. It has to be correct. If you don't have that, look at your birth certificate. If you find that your birth certificate is the short form, you can always contact your local vital to the place where you were born and ask them for the long version of your birth certificate, and they should have the time on the long version. All right. But the North Node represents the direction in which your soul wanted to go in when you decided to incarnate. So for some of you, you may be going through uncomfortable change, but this is going to bring you fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Once you start to go towards whatever your North Node goals are, you will no longer be doing this. You will no longer be self-sabotaging in that particular way. Okay, because the Nine of Cups is here. And the Nine of Cups represents some kind of wish of yours coming true. It represents you being in a happier mood, being cheerful. It represents you realizing what your dreams are. Maybe you've been in a state of confusion. It represents you realizing that, having confidence, having high self esteem. All right. What did the piano talk about? It talked about refinement. And when it talked about refinement, it talked about, and that's confirmation. It talked about your, it talked about a type of elegance in your mannerism, in your behavior. All right. So there may be some of you who are deciding to turn a new leaf when it comes to how you carry yourself. All right. Maybe some of you are being more classy in your ways. Okay? You're drawing the bees in with honey. You're being more sweet. You're allowing sweetness in your life. So therefore, you're receiving more sweetness. All right? Um, you may have gave to others because we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles speaks of like being generous, donating to charity, and things like that. Um, but with this being the first card out, you with that being the first card out, excuse me, guys. With the pouring out your energy until it ran dry, you see him on this card. He's giving to those less fortunate than him. He's giving to those in need. All right. But if you look closer, there's a scale right there. So you're no longer going to be giving into your energy runs dry, but you're going to be giving to those who know how to give back as well. All right. You're not just going to be being kind to everybody. Okay. Because people take kindness for what? A weakness. All right. So there may have been lessons that you have learned when it comes to you being such a giver. Now you're knowing who to give to, when to give to people. So it's not changing your loving, caring heart and being a giver. It just has given you more. Given you more understanding on being generous. All right. You know who to be generous to and who not to be generous to. You know who is taking your kindness for a weakness and who isn't taking your kindness for a weakness. Okay. Also, I see for you all going forward as well that you're no longer accepting not being paid what you are worth. Some of you have been accepting not being paid what you are worth. And that's why you've been feeling like you gave to your energy land drop. Because you felt like you weren't being paid what you were worth. But now you are. One thing that I have noticed about all three piles is it speaks of prosperity and abundance coming in. And I feel like for those of you who chose pile 3, once you get past the particular lessons of your soul and you grow toward your north node, that's the more God is going to be pouring out these gifts to you, this prosperity and abundance to you. Okay? But it comes with you mastering yourself, mastering particular aspects of yourself where you are allowing your energy to be depleted. Let's get one more from the tarot spirit. You're coming out refined. You're coming out refined. What else do we have? I don't usually read. I usually don't read reversals, but this card came out in reverse. This is the Nine of Wands, but in reverse. Okay. It speaks of being somebody who refuses to compromise. Okay, so you may have been dealing with people who refuse to compromise, and those people who refuse to compromise, you know what to do with them. All right, you may be dealing with somebody that's stubborn, or you may have realized the ways in which you self sabotage from being stubborn. Okay, you may have felt like the last one standing. You may have felt like, man, you know, I can't win for nothing. But it is the change in your mannerism. It's the change in your behavior. It's the removing of the impurities. Because we ain't just talking about body health. We talking about mind health too. It's the removing of the impurities. It's the removal of maybe not smoking so much. Maybe not drinking so much. Not watching stuff that's low vibration. All right? This energy came up in another pound. That may have been pound number one. So you may have been drowned to pound number one. But this pile, this is my refinement pile. I like how that even sounds. Refinement. This is my refinement pile. At the bottom of the deck, we got baby mama drama. All right. For those of you who trying to do the co-parenting thing, my fellas, and it may be some ways in which you need to refine your behavior. You know, don't be stubborn like this Nine of Wands. Find some way to compromise. Y'all know y'all individual stories. What else spirit do we have? We have traveling abroad. They came out. They came out. We have dance competition. Remember, we was talking about the health of your body. Y'all may need to start moving your body around more, like dance. You know, dance to move stuck energy out. We have physical therapy. And we have 6 months. The doctor may have told you that you need 6 months of physical therapy. All right. There also may be something taking place for you in 6 months. We also have 8 months. Somebody could be 6 months pregnant. Somebody could be 8 months pregnant. You may have a 6 month goal. There may have been something that you were allowing to happen for the last 6 months. All right. There may have been something you've been allowing to happen for the last 8 months. We have great grandmother on your mom's side. So if your great grandmother on your mom's side has passed away, then she's definitely going to be reaching out to you this month. She's definitely something about this new moon solar eclipse has ushered in her energy, has ushered in her wanting your particular attention. Okay? She could have passed away 8 months ago. She could have passed away 6 months ago. But your great grandmother on your mom's side is coming up. We have the gift of hearing. Now, for an ancestor to come up, it could be that you may be hearing your grandmother. You may be clairaudient where you hear in spirit. All right. And speaking of the great grandmother, your great grandmother doesn't necessarily have to be um deceased. Your great grandmother could be the one who you're encouraging to do some kind of physical therapy. All right, she definitely could be up there in age, and physical therapy helping her to move her limbs around, her body around. Even if you're just going to her house, moving her legs up and down, moving her arms up and down. All right, you may be helping your great grandmother with her health with this orange calcite card. Come on. Oh Lord have mercy. Some of you may have nearly lost your life from a drug overdose. And that's why you're seeking change. That's why you're no longer the South Node. South Node speaks of, and didn't I just talk about smoking and drinking and your health and things like that? So yeah, some of you, this could be a warning for some of y'all to choose another way. All right, choose another way. And what I mean by that is refine your body, your health, your mind by getting yourself clean, getting yourself off of drugs, because spirit does not. Your great grandmother who's watching over you, she's warning you about suffering and almost losing your life from a drug overdose. So please, 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 you know who you are. Try your best to get the help that you need so that you do not suffer a demise from a drug overdose. Spirit, let me get one more closing message. God, persevere. This came out in the other. So persevere. Spirit wants you to keep pressing on. Keep going. What else, Spirit? Persevere. You got this. Your great grandmother is with you. She's helping you to get past this. Whether it's drugs, whether it's being a giver, over giving, being too generous, there's a lesson here. This is my power 3 that's gonna learn the lesson and come out refined. You have choose your words wisely. This can go back to the baby mama situation with the baby mama drama. Watch how you're talking to her. If she's trying to keep you from, if she's trying to keep you from your child, and it has something to do with how she feel about the fact that she don't want her child around drugs, you got to do what you have to do to see your child. Okay, if you get yourself clean, get you a job, get your own house, you can take her to court so that you can have rights to your child. Okay, but there's definitely something here that somebody's great grandmother is pointing out here. Okay, when you're speaking with others, Spirit is warning you in this new cycle to choose your words wisely. Okay, what do we have? We have pop the cork. So this goes back to, what was that? I think that was the 10. What's the first card that came out? Yeah, celebration. Wishes coming true. Pop the cork. All right. So some of you may be selling. We have Whoa Nelly. We got Whoa Nelly. We choose your words carefully. So Spirit is warning for you to watch the mouth. Okay, one more, Spirit, one more. We have encounter with the spaceship. All right, which makes me think of this. All right, be careful, careful. If you know that's something that has like taken a hold of you, do what you need to do. All right. Then we have traveling abroad with this encounter. All right. So you may, some of y'all this cycle may be having you run into people. All right. Having encounters with people where you might have to watch your mouth. Having encounters with people who drain your energy. Having encounters with people when you tell them you're no longer accepting the behavior. Okay. Having encounters with people who may have, shoot, somebody may have tried you 6 months ago. You may be running into them same people. So that's what I'm getting here. Peace, love, and light to you all. Thanks so much for tuning in to the reading. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and check out my other readings. And I'll catch you guys next time.